Ladies and gentlemen, federal employees, today we're talking about the reasons why OPM takes 6 months, why OPM needs 6 months to process your application and to get you your pension payments in retirement. What you can do to hopefully reduce that time and to be prepared for the time that it is simply going to take. Now, if you're new here, so good to have you. My name is Dallin Hawes. I'm a financial planner who serves federal employees every day, and I absolutely love it. So if you are new to this conversation of retirement timeline, and how long it takes to actually start getting money in retirement, welcome. It's not a good topic. It's not a favorite for most people, but it's so important to understand. Long story short, when you retire, let's say you retire December 31st of this year, okay? If you retire December 31st, when do you actually get money from the government in your pension? It takes a while, okay? It takes a while. Now, let me walk you through the timeline, okay? There's lots of different things that you get at different times. Let me walk you through. First, the first thing that happens in retirement is you're probably going to get your annual leave lump sum payment first. That normally takes 1 to 2 pay periods, okay? 1 to 2 pay periods from retirement is when you generally receive your annual leave lump sum payment. If you don't know, any unused annual leave at retirement, you get paid for it in a lump sum at retirement, okay? That's normally the first thing to hit in 1 to 2 pay periods, okay? Next, it normally takes 4 to 8 weeks approximately to hear from OPM, okay? Again, 4 to 8 weeks to hear from OPM initially. And that is not normally communication of, hey, here's your money. That's normally communication of, hey, we got your application, we're on it, we're working on it, but we haven't done anything yet, okay? That's basically what that means. They will reach out normally within that amount of time to say, we're working on it, okay? Normally. It normally takes about 6 weeks, roughly, for the TSP to know you're retired, okay? For the TSP to know you're retired. So about 6 weeks for your TSP to be notified by your agency that you're retired and for you to have access to it as the retired person to take withdrawals and things like that. So it takes a little bit. Now, it normally takes between 1 and 3 months, okay? 1 to 3 months for OPM to give you your interim payments. Interim payments. Now, if you've never heard about that, an interim payment is not your full pension. It's only a part of it. It's normally between 60 and 70% of what your whole monthly payments would be, okay? And basically what it is OPM saying, hey, we processed your application enough to know you're eligible to retire probably. Here's some money to get you through. We're going to keep working on this and get back to you in a little bit. So you start getting, again, 60 to 70% of your pension 1 to 3 months in, roughly. Okay? Again, these are all estimates. Yours might be different, okay? Yours might be different. These are just averages. And then finally, it normally takes 3 to 6 months to get your full pension going. For OPM to process everything and to get you your full pension checks. Now, once they process everything, they're going to pay you back for everything they missed, but you've got to have the money to wait this out. And it could take longer than 6 months. I've seen it take longer than 6 months many, many times. It just depends. It depends. Okay? So you've got to have the cash, at least to get you until 6 weeks-ish to have access to TSP, right? At least that. But ideally more, so you're not freaking out and sweating bullets waiting for your pension to be processed. You've got to be prepared. You've got to know what you're getting into. And here's the deal. People ask why. Why does it take so long? And the real answer is because the process, everything, is just terrible, okay? Terrible. For the most part, a lot of this process is done via paper, via mail, and it's just a bad, slow, old process, okay? Just with anything government, it takes a long time to improve. It takes a long time to get better, and it's just slow. It's just slow, okay? So yeah, I wish I had the answer to make it perfect for you and for you to get your pension right away, but that's just not going to happen. The one thing you can do, however, to reduce how long all of this takes, Okay, there are a couple things you can do. Number one being, make sure your application for retirement is done correctly. All the documentation they need is in there, okay? Things like marriage certificates or divorce decrees or all the different documents they might ask for, make sure it's in there. Make sure everything's filled out correctly. Everything's done perfect. If everything's done perfect, then it's going to be as quick as it possibly can be. If there's things missing, if there's mistakes, and they have to go back and forth with you, it's going to make delays. There's going to be problems. It's going to push this out. It's going to push it out. And the people that generally have had really long wait times are those that have crazy service, right? Where they moved around a bunch, they had a bunch of different types of service, and it's hard to look through everything and get everything together for OPM, right? Or if there's mistakes on the application and there's things missing and things like that, that is when there's going to be problems, okay? So do the best you can on your application. Get everything to your agency that they need. Do it timely. Get it correct. Do it right. And have the cash you need to fill this gap because it's just going to take some time. It is simply going to take some time. You just got to be prepared the best that you can. And over time, I'm sure OPM is going to get better as they start using technology and things like that. I sure hope, right? But it's just, we don't know. We don't know. It's up to you to have your stuff squared away, your stuff together. If you have the cash to wait this out and you do everything perfect, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. They'll pay you back for everything they missed. You've just got to have your stuff together. And look, let's face it, that's the theme of life, right? Everyone around us has their problems, okay? But if we have our stuff together, we'll be okay, okay? That's always the goal. Get your stuff together and you'll be all right. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Hopefully this isn't too depressing. Hopefully that gives you some context for how to prepare for retirement. Again, these are just averages. I've seen it happen quicker. I've seen it happen slower. Do the best you can and prepare yourself. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Have a great rest of your day, your week, your year. I'll see you guys next time.